everybody. Oh, good morning. Oh, thank you guys all for being here. Thank you guys for supporting us. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys all for being here with us throughout this entire, experience. These past 16 months have been hell. Um, oh, we love you, baby girl. Your mommy and your daddy, we love you. I'm just like without words. We have finally got to this place. We made it through. This judicial system is very challenging. I've never been through nothing like this in my life. Her father and I have never experienced this. Who has ever lost a child in the most brutal way like this? We have been just walking in, I know I have been walking through my baby spirit throughout this whole process to get her maximum form of, it's hard to say justice because there's really like no justice for us. Like she's not here with us, but I guess through the eyes of others who are still out there fighting and trying to get justice for their babies. Respectfully, I will acknowledge that we're very grateful and blessed that we are able to be at this point and have the justice for our daughter with the community. And thank you guys all so much, everybody that's been here representing us and supporting us. Carlos, you want to talk?
And it also gives comfort that all the lives my daughter has touched and impacted directly and indirectly. That's amazing. That ensures that she will live. Her spirit keeps going. So that provides some comfort in the midst of all of this.
Yeah, definitely. Just to everyone, this has been it's been very emotionally challenging and trying. Like now, it's like every week I look up, there's been another something. We just got the verdicts, now the sentencing. So, like now, I can finally like try to attempt to, along with my baby, Adriana and her father, we can try to attempt to start the healing. In the grief process, I know for myself, I have not really been allotted, like I've explained, to grieve. So, like, just respectfully, I did just want to make there's been some things going on. Oh, and thank you, Representative Stubbs is here again. Representative Sheila Stubbs, as you all know, she's been doing some amazing things. I'm from Madison to get the Missing and Murdered Task Force going for our Black, Black and brown women, indigenous women as well. So you will see her present with us all. You will see me present with her in the future as I'm continuing to work through Sade's light, her life, her legacy, with being able to do things and make sure that this doesn't happen to anyone else. We don't want this to happen to no other family. What has happened to us. Just continue. Like I say, follow us. Through the foundation. You guys know I'm working on a few things, implementing several things. I really don't want to dwell into everything today. I just want to kind of take today to be calm, peaceful, be with my family. I do a lot of interviews, as you all know. It's been pretty exhausting and overwhelming. Please do respect not only myself and my family, but just crime victims' families, as I've been maneuvering and engaging other crime victim families and starting to slowly be able to support and work with other crime families, which I'll be doing through the foundation. It's very, be very words, people say a lot of things about words, but there's a lot of disrespect and there's a lot of rude things on the media, different types of stuff. Be careful what you put out. Like I said last time, the energy that a lot of people put out, pay attention to it because karma does exist, and you don't want to put that out onto other, crime victim families. They're going through enough trauma that they don't have to be attacked. There is some information going around also about someone's writing a book. I don't even have her profile picture pulled up, Kiki, but no, that's my niece, Vicky. But like, she's like, I can't. There's too much things going on. I'm not gonna be paying attention to all these things, but I am gonna make it known that do not move disrespectfully in my daughter's name, her legacy. No one will be writing any types of books or doing any type of things like that outside of me, her father, or her sister. We are the family. No one will be moving ahead of us. If I do catch you doing something like that, you will be added to the list to people to go to my attorney. It's just some little messy stuff going on past couple days with Arthur writing a book on my daughter. Like, what? That is just one of the disrespectful things. Like, can you let us get through the damn sentencing and get out the door? And can we have a moment's to grieve before people are talking about writing books and stuff? So be respectful of crime victims like that. Families, they're mourning, they're grieving, they're trying to get justice for their children at the same time. That they already have to deal with the criminal justice system and the layers and trying to advocate for their kids and learning things. This is hard. This is the hardest thing I've ever done, and any parent can imagine. So I'm not going to overtalk. I'm so thankful to all, my family, my friends, and let Carlos close it out. I'm done talking, Carlos.
Well, I don't talk much. I do appreciate the city of Milwaukee because they have shown my daughter a lot of love throughout all of this. I do not want any parent to ever go through what we have to endure on a daily basis. That's the goal, because no parent should have to go through a tragedy like this. They live a daily nightmare. Yeah, I don't talk much anyway. So I thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank everybody.
What do you guys think? You heard his response. What do you make of his response about this whole case?
He doesn't want to take responsibility for his actions. Like the judge said, that seems to be his MO. His whole life he's been living in a distorted reality.
He shows no remorse. It's no remorse. He's like, he fake said he was apologizing, but then right after that he turns around and, but I'm not admitting to what I did still, but I didn't do it. Like, I don't have time. We don't.
Yeah, like Jeffrey Dahmer didn't have a felony before he got caught. There's no precedent to what makes a person this type of person.
Just please be careful to all of the younger or older OG people dating and this new dating. Just be careful and cautious of who we don't never know who people are. They claim to be, especially they move. They're manipulative, and my baby's 19. She's a teenager still, like. Literally, legally, an adult age, but they're still growing and learning, and then she's just doing like her sister said, nothing negligent, work hard, play hard. So she was just out, and I did want to announce, please, I don't need really anyone following up. There's been some stuff going on about the situations. My attorney isn't present today, but any follow-up questions, you guys can reach out to her. But like, I will be holding all entities associated, such as the bars. That would be Twisted and Dukes. That you will not be able to move around in the community serving minors and not taking responsibility. This is nothing is about monetary. Nothing is about monetary, but everyone will be held accountable. So I will be, following up with some of those things to address uh, any types of bars that are currently still doing it. You need to stop it because you will have your license revoked, and I will make sure of it. Anything related to Sade with the negligent behavior, I'm going to make sure of that. I can't keep up with everything that's going on in the community, but we as a community, let's keep an eye out on each other's kids. Like if you're aware of individuals that are doing stuff that's not right, like they got to be called out. They got to be called out. See something, say something.
Anderson's father's statement seemed a little bit different from his. What was your reaction to what he had to say?
Well, he still didn't take. He kind of apologized without taking responsibility for his son's behavior. Trying to play level ground. It's evident of what his son has done, and I get it. That's your son. You also, there's love regardless. It's family, but I feel like it's supportive instead of accountability, and it should be more. He should be holding his son accountable instead of just being supportive in this situation.
Ms. Scarborough, you respectfully asked Anderson to reveal where your daughter's crown is. Her head is still missing. How difficult was that, and are you still holding on to hope to finally get that closure?
It was very difficult even speaking, being in the same room with that devil and his devil family. At this point, we've been respectfully requesting, and I'm not about to beg no devil bitch. I mean, like, excuse my language, but I'm to a point now. I don't honestly think, I hope and pray. I'm, gonna give him that.
We hope one day that
we
he'll tell us what the rest of our daughter is.
We hope that he will confess. That is our intentions, but I'm not, not gonna spend every, day. He hurt us today. We're not gonna beg. Sade, our baby, she is at peace. She's in heaven. I can feel it. My baby is protected. She's in an angelic place now. I can feel it. At the same time, though, just the way that the devil did our baby's body disrespectfully, it will never be taken out of our vision. The pictures that everybody in the community had to watch with us, like these are so traumatic. Like there is no form of therapy or nothing that is going to remove this pain that we are going to carry for the rest of our lives.
What about all the wonderful things that Judge Covello said about Sade? She acknowledged a lot of things that she had learned about her life in the past several months. What do you feel like you heard that?
It's an honor. It's an honor knowing that our baby still to this day, for even the strangers, like prior to Judge Covello taking on this, she didn't know my baby outside of what she's experienced as a judge. She's been a very good, respectable judge. I like how she plays very fair. Like she listened to both sides. There were things that took place at times, when we had to be here for so many hearings, unnecessary laptop requests, it's like irrelevant. Like all of this time and energy, you guys can't imagine these past 16 months having to pop up here 2 and 3 times a month, like inconveniencing. Like there is no normalcy. Like we have not had unnecessary. There's a lot of unnecessary hearings that just dragging us as a family out. Again, like, why did you take us through this trial? Like, why did you? There's a lot of that, yeah. But it's very honorable to have strangers be able to feel our daughter's her energy and her power, and I guess that kind of gives me like a form of peace to say, to maybe begin to start. I know Sade would want us to be able to move on, not beat ourselves up every day. But yeah, it feels guilt for me personally. Like, I just feel guilt that I don't deserve to live anymore. Like, I have to stay here I have to be here for Adriana. Like, I have to do certain things. I have to. There's a calling for working with Representative Stubbs and these other missing and murdered Black and brown women. Like, I've been pulled in place and called to be certain places that I did not never imagine I would be at or asked to be at. But again, I'm walking in Sade's spirit. Everything is approved through her. I'm walking through her approval and just taking it one day at a time. And I'm very thankful for the support in the community and the blessings.
Ms. Farrar, your younger daughter, Adriana, spoke. She had a pretty lengthy statement. Did she request to do that? And what was kind of the process to have that emotional statement?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so Adriana has been very present in everything since day one. From when the detectives came out, they were looking for us, looking for Sade, I'm sorry. Adriana has been very present. She's been very supportive. I could not have done a lot of things without her, from retrieving the passwords to knowing this to speeding things up to how we are at. Yes, everything that I maneuver in the case, like with the leads, I've been trying to allow Adriana to not have to. She's already dealt with so much grown-up stuff. She's 17. Can she enjoy her like last year of normal high school? Possibly. It's never going to be normal. But yeah, anything that she requests to be a part of, she's been right there present. I allow her to be present. She does this on her own. These words come from her own heart. This is my first time hearing them from Adriana. I'm so proud of her. She is above and beyond, and she holds a lot in. She's
and
a
they
very
were really, really close.
Oh, yes.
Carlina loved
Oh,
Adriana,
yes.
really.
That was her best friend. Like, Sade was her voice. Like Adriana said, like, Adriana has been learning so much independent vocal, speaking for herself. She's been doing a lot through her sister. Yeah. Yeah, my attorney Verona is not here, so I'm gonna let her speak. She should be present soon, so I'll let her address those things. I was kind of saying I'm just kind of maxed out, like, with all these interviews, but like, you guys will definitely be aware of how we move and what's going on. I did just mention to them, Bria, that, this isn't so much about monetary, ain't nothing, there's no limit on no value of what my daughter's life, the loss of things that we have had to endure. There is no monetary amount on that, but as far as those bars that will be held accountable, I was saying we as a community need to hold all of the individuals that are doing negligent things like serving minors and things of that nature related to, being in clubs and sex trafficking and all that type of stuff and missing women and girls. I will be holding them accountable. I would like their licenses shut down. They are clearly have been seen on camera through the whole world, through the streaming. Twisted Fishermen's and Dukes. So I will be addressing those things, one thing at a time. Although you may have seen some things drop, that doesn't mean that that situation is not being dealt with.
Um, I think that's the first time we actually made eye contact. I kind of saw remorse in his eyes, but I still have a lot of hatred in my heart for that individual. It's hard for me to be compassionate at all, but I did see some remorse there. Well, I read people, and the eyes are the windows to the soul. So, even though he didn't say anything verbally, I still saw it there in the background. But he's still a monster, regardless.
Are we ready? Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for being here, supporting us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you guys. Hey. Oh, there you go. I want to get, let me see.